go. Oh, now should be live. Hope I'm
All
live.
right. Now,
All right. Sorry for all those who've been waiting. If anybody's been waiting, because I just woke up. Like, literally, probably no longer than 10 minutes ago, because I got all the texts. Wow. just looked at my phone. What the fricker? Are you awake? Are you awake? Hello, Corvo's waiting. There's stuff going. Come on. I'm like, Alpha and La La Land sleeping because, well, no one bothered to wake me up because,
Corvo's calling, trying to see if he's asleep.
I am by the PC just in case. Oh, yeah, that's you. I need to mark down your name so I can know who the hell this is. And then, of course, you got my wife.
Trying to get to the channel, but it keeps taking me to the previous videos. Damn it!
Well, I hope he doesn't do that for everybody, because that would kind of suck. The title is in progress, by the way, if everybody's watching. And I'm just working up one more time. This is the BearThoughts podcast. We do this every day, normally at 5 p.m. Central American time, not today. Here at going to be gaming, so if you want to come check us out next time, you can more than welcome to join us. If I'm here to join you in the first place, man, you should have just started here without me and wait for me to jump in. And then I would have just like, hit you up like, hey, pull me in. YouTube received an error video maintenance smoothing stream while viewing open widget. So hopefully we're not having some visual problems.
We're live. I can see us. We're good. Yeah, I was like sitting here and Stealthy was getting ready. She's about to head out to do her dashing thing, and she's like, "Babe, are you podcasting?" I was like, "No, I'm trying to get a hold of my co-host. I've texted, I've called, and I've messaged, and either he's asleep or he has no power."
Oh, I was asleep, my friend. I was out like a light. I'm gonna try that. I'm just doing really close. Yeah, I apparently didn't get very good sleep. Apparently, because I woke up around 2 and went, oh, I got no time. My wife's alarm will go off. I'll hear it and wake up. Or my wife will wake me up because, she's a nice and loving woman. She's been awake since 4, so a whole hour before the podcast, which is normally around my time. And she didn't even bother to go, honey, today's podcast day, you might want to wake your ass up. I'm not your alarm clock. What? I didn't say you were my alarm clock. I'm just so used to you being nice to me and actually wake me up, not just let me sleep in. She has a weird thing about, like, try to be nice, but when she tries to be nice, sometimes she's doing me wrong. Like, don't do me nice. Do me dirty. Wake me up.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're here now. That's what counts. We'll get it. We'll get it rolling. So, yeah. It hadn't been bad at all this week so far. I had one little aggravation that kind of aggravated me yesterday, but other than that, it's been pretty good. I don't know if you've seen what I sent you earlier, but that's a pretty good point to bring up at some point later.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, man. I can't keep up with this. I can't keep up with my wife. She does me too good. I can't keep up with her.
You can't keep up with her. Well, is it a good thing or a bad thing? I don't quite know, actually.
It's you know how we'll take this for example. Let's say you have an anniversary, right?
Yeah.
And you don't want to under appreciate your spouse, especially if they're doing something for you. You want to at least match the level of which they're being sweet and kind. If not go a little above it, but there is no way on God's green earth I will catch her in time for our anniversary now. She blew my ass out the water yesterday. Just boom, dropped a grenade, blowed me up.
Oh, good. She was telling me on her stream that she bought you something, but it wasn't in just yet. But I guess it came in today, or
no, it didn't come in, but it was the act of purchasing it along with other things that I've been told about. Dude, I can't compete with that.
So she let the grenade out instead of just showing you the grenade.
Yeah. So she purchased. We're gonna go like this. First off, she planned a trip that puts 2 parks in it.
2 parks
for the week of our anniversary. This trip starts on the 8th of October. We don't come home until the 15th.
8th and the 15th. So let me see. That is a total of 7 days.
Yep, and for the entirety of the time, we can go to either park any day we want to.
Okay. This is Orlando, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's in Orlando, except for it's not Universal this time. We're doing something a little different because we're taking the boys as we went on ours last time. We're going to take y'all somewhere, but still, I'm excited to go to both of these places. We're going to go to SeaWorld and Tampa Bay Busch Gardens.
Oh, Busch Gardens? I've been to a garden in Texas. They're quite lovely. I don't know if that would be entertaining, but...
I went to the one in Virginia one time, and it was fun. But no, this is a theme park.
Yeah.
Busch Gardens is a theme park. And we get to go to either one of them, whichever day, however many times we want to during the day for the entirety of the stay.
Okay, so just choose one of the days and just go.
Let's go. If you want to go to Busch Gardens for half a day and SeaWorld for half a day, you can do that. It doesn't matter. You have unlimited access for the entirety of your stay. Then on top of that, she got a promotional, which allowed her to spend some money that we had, and get a discount on it. So she ordered my GoPro Hero 9.
Hey, she did order that. I knew she ordered that. My feeling was that would be the item.
The entire 50-piece accessory kit.
50 pieces? What the freak?
The freaking light that goes on the top of it for when you're in dark places.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
128 gig micro SD card.
Yeah.
2 spare batteries with a battery charger that can charge up to 3 at a time.
Okay. And
she ordered all of that, too.
Yeah.
And then looks at me and says, "Oh yeah, don't forget, I have to purchase that firearm you wanted to for your anniversary." I was like, "Son of a bitch! How the hell am I supposed to compete with that?"
Well, I would say put baby in oven, but
What's worse is she was willing to also, and I didn't do it, but I could have.
Yeah.
I could have gotten me a new Surface if I'd wanted it. She didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
I could have gotten the gun safe that I found if I'd wanted it. She didn't care. And I was like, "Whoa, no, hold up. We being way too generous at the moment. I need to rein myself in."
My question would be immediately afterwards, like, where'd you get all this money?
Let me tell you, that woman can do things with numbers that I ain't ever seen before.
She has to work for a bank.
She's the number whisperer, man.
Man, work for a bank or something. Make that money there.
I mean, how many people pay off a 3-year car loan in a year?
I really don't, and I was scared to find someone that could.
Yeah, I mean, the Jeep's paid for. So, I mean, shit. I don't doubt her abilities when it comes to, I can find money, sweetie.
Well, as long as she don't do it in a list of ways. Well, I've been trying to do some project for myself, but apparently it's not going very well. Okay, so you know about my OC, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've gotten a artist to do me a project because we're talking about during the I'm pulling up here for everybody else to see, but anyways, to do for me for a project for my stream, and I've been talking about doing this for a while, but there was who's his name? Pencil's brought up the idea of a keychain, so I'm doing this as a keychain.
Oh, that's adorable.
It's a little chibly version of my OC. But the problem is, the person just did it, gave it to me in a AI file. What the heck is an AI file?
I don't know, but I have a converter for that.
For AI?
I have a converter to convert virtually any file into anything you want.
I know, but I've never heard of an AI 3D file.
I don't know. Let's take a look and see. AI. 3D file.
It's an AVI. He said AI.
Yeah, it says AI. That's all it says.
Okay.
At least I think it's AI. Could be AL. Could be AL. Let me try AL.
Anyways.
See, I can't open it right now, and I don't know how to quite open it, but I'm hoping it's good. But I love the design. I really do. This guy apparently does a lot of good work for humanoid figurines, so I would be doing humanoid figurine of that as well.
Okay. If you can send me the file,
Yeah.
I can convert it to an STL or a OBJ if you want me to.
Yeah, it depends on how long it takes. If it takes us
It
like
It shouldn't take that long.
okay, because I'm hoping this is good. So hopefully, if this does come through well, if anybody out there would be interested from my side of the aisle, they're more welcome to try it out. Let me see if I can send to you through Discord if it lets me. Discord's been kind of weird lately. Discord is like not allowing me to send either like
it is AL3D.
okay,
That's the file type.
okay, but
I'm downloading now.
like, have you tried to send images through your phone, through Discord or something, through Discord of lately? Because every time I do it, it's like, no, you can't do it. But then when I go on my PC, I'm able to do it like freely. I don't know if it's limitations of the app or something.
No, the app. I can tell you that. That's because of the fact that it's probably too big for the app itself to send it through on the phone.
Well, normally they're just pictures.
Doesn't matter. If it considers the file too big, it's not gonna send it.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I'm checking to see if it converted properly now.
Yeah, let me know because I wanna get it. Want to get it printed. I'm gonna be getting some. Apparently there is some rubberized rubber a resin out there that I can buy. There's kind of expensive though. It's like $35 for it though. But I'm gonna buy it because I want to put it as a keychain and then allow people to to get it. They want one. But it's it got to be rubberized because I can't have it in hardened plastics. I'd be afraid that somebody's gonna snap it while they're on the keychain. Because anything on my keychain is bound to break. It just I don't know what it is about keychains, but keychains I don't know if it's just people don't realize how often they drop it or how flimsy some of the things are while they're in a pocket. I don't know. But everything on my keychains always break. And of course today I got so. Everybody out there should know by now, but if you don't know, I'm a World of Warcraft fan. I've been a Warcraft fan for probably maybe 12, 13 years, not 15 years like some people. And I have this Magnum Bronzebeard figurine. For everybody that doesn't know who Magnum Bronzebeard is, he is the Dwarf King. Well, was Dwarf King. He died while trying to save the world. Didn't really die. He was mostly transferred into a crystal-like body and was animated and became the speaker of the earth, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so a while back, the hammer that is one of his iconic hammers on my figurine broke. So we found it on eBay, or not eBay, on Facebook for like $15, which is really cheap. And all I really need was the hammer. That's it. I just need the hammer. The rest of it, I don't really care. It's like I already have it. It's already good. I just need the hammer to replace it. So I don't no one's selling the hammer by itself. And I get the box in, and of course the box is beat to hell. And inside the box with the figurine with no padding. And of course, the very item I need, the hammer, is broken in two places.
Damn. That's messed up.
So I'm gonna be contacting the seller and tell him, yeah, all your shit you sent to me is broken. Thanks. I don't know how to be nice with this situation. It's kind of like the box wasn't a bad size for the figurine. I'll say that. It wasn't a bad size for the figurine. But being that it is so tight that anything that happens to the box will happen to the figurine. That makes sense, right?
Right.
So if I put a glass jar inside of a box that's tightly fit around it, and I put no padding inside it or no air room, and I start beating on the box, what's going to happen to the jar?
Yeah, it's going to break.
So what broke? The course of parts broke in the figurine.
Yep.
It's one of the thinner parts too. So thin parts tend to break easier than the thick part. So of course it broke right where the hands are at. Like hands were holding it, it broke right here and right here.
That sucks.
So and of course it's I'm not trying to be mean here, but I bet this is probably like the pictures of a woman. But I bet I don't know if this was her figurine or not, but if it was, I would imagine she took better care of it. But I'm feeling maybe it was one of her kids or maybe her late husband. I don't know who she was selling it for, but she didn't give a damn. Obviously, she didn't give a damn. It could not have been her. Because I'm I'm upset with her now. It's like, yeah, it made it, but broken. I take it.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know, like, it's with Facebook and Amazon. I think I paid with PayPal. I think I would tell PayPal that, hey, they sent it to me and it's broken. I think I can make my refund through them if needed. I think I did through PayPal, but maybe I did. I don't remember. I can figure this out. 'Cause now I'm late for the podcast. I woke up to a figurine that's broken, and I got a file from a person on Fiverr that doesn't know the difference between AI and OBJ and STL. Like the thing that we talked about before. Like, I can't open your file with AI. Like, they couldn't convert it for me.
Called AL3D is the file type. I'm working on that for you right now.
I hope it's good because I haven't approved it yet. I'm not gonna approve. And of course, I did I told him to do a Ghibli version of my bed. You know what Ghibli is, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me explain for you out there that does not know what a Ghibli is. Ghibli is normally you take a rendition of a character, be full body, full extended arms, full body, and shrink it to a dwarf. Big head, small body. Details are there, but everything's just like it's meant to look cute, like you saw the picture beforehand. So if you didn't see it, for those who are not just listening, it's a big head, small body. And I told him to do one of those full figurine Ghibli, and make it and then put a key loop on it for a keychain. Because Lord Passos brought up the idea of a keychain. Like, well, that'd be something small, easy, and easy to ship around. And if anybody would want to get one from me, and I could just print it out without needing a lot, and bam. It wouldn't be a full figurine yet, because I want to do that. That's for sure. But I want to see how this guy's work is. But if he did, I'm afraid he's gonna do one of those flat keychains where the image is kind of like embroidered outwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Extruded outward, yeah.
Which
I know exactly what you're
it's
talking about.
not what I requested, now is it?
No.
I said Ghibli into a keychain, not a keychain image. Like, I can take an image, and there's programs out there that can make it into an image if I want to flash a light behind it. I don't know if you've done it before. But that's pretty cool, though. Like, honestly, I don't know anybody's into black and white, but normally you're doing that color, doing a white, and you take a light behind it and flash it, and how thick these certain areas of the print is the shadings and the shadows and stuff like that. So you shine a light behind it and you get a full image. That's beautiful, really. But realistically, it's just well, one, it's a piece of plastic that's really thick or varies on the stain, and it's normally not in color, which most people like color. I want to be like, I can't see the image, I need a light behind it. And then when the light dies, it's like, oh, damn it.
Right.
So, of course, I'm also, my mail's we've been having some problems with mail lately. I don't know about you, but we have had some issues with mail lately. I've had an item come to me for over a week, which is the tube for the what's it called? Airbrush booth. So I can air out the smell and everything out the window instead of having it, blowing out into the room, even though it's supposed to be the filter's supposed to take up all the particles, but it's not taking up all the smells. So I'm hoping that I can, blow it out the room so the smell will go too, because the smell is not something I would say is probably very good for my lungs or for anybody. And also my my airbrush cleaner kit. I have a cleaner kit coming as well, so I can clean my airbrush properly rather than just take the soap liquid and pouring it in and just spraying it over and over and over. When I'm done with the day, I can actually clean it out like you're supposed to, like a proper gun.
Right.
Are you still looking into getting one of those yourself? Especially now since somebody extremely is trying to spoil you with everything. Camera, gun, and vacation.
I was so pissed off last night because I got through doing the order and was ready to bed. I was like, shit, I could have got an airbrush gun. She said, too late. You should have got it.
Yeah, I would have directed you to what I got, but I don't know what you're going for. But still, it's that has to be painful to know you could have got it. And I was talking about my wife yesterday. Like, your husband seems pretty easy to please. I don't know. I can't see what you're showing me here.
I'm not. I'm trying to look at this file, and it I finished the conversion, and it's weird as shit. It's about the size of a damn micro dot. And it is square.
Square?
Yeah.
I asked for a square.
What I'm saying is, like, it looks like a square block that somebody embossed the image into.
That sounds super lazy.
Now, maybe the file converter fucked up or something, but I literally just converted it from that file type to an STL.
I guess he probably thought he was fucking smart and probably tried to put it into AL. No, oh, you had to convert it. And then once I convert it, you know, he's already ran and scampered off with my money. It's like, no.
I'm going to try an OBJ this time.
I'm going to need you to, actually make a full figurine, not a square block with the image in it. I gotta tell this dude's gonna piss me off. Sorry for anybody here young. Adult talk here. Don't use these words, but probably gonna piss me off because I was paying him. I wanted a 2.5 inch, right? 2.5 inch, not very big. It's really small. I was like, okay, $30, and I put it up for a job offer for anybody wanting to take it. $30, and he put on there for $30. You know, we can if you take the job on, you can go, hey, I will do it for you, but it to be more than $30, or you can accept my amount of $30, and it was some people accepting my money for $15. I'm like, I could have took any one of these people. I'm like, I took this guy because his work looks nice. I went, okay. And he was like, after I approved of him, accepted his offer, he's like, yeah, it's going to be more than $30. I'm like, so you accepted my job and then still put down for $30, and now that I'm approving, you're telling me it's going to be more? Bro, I had like 9 other offers. All those same people. I even had one person that was a rank 1, which rank 1, for those who do not know about Fiverr, this is why people don't deal with Fiverr, but it's the only place I can get it done. Is if you're rank 1, meaning you've done a multitude of jobs beforehand, and everybody gave you great reviews. So pretty much you earn that rank of rank 1. And if this guy did what Corvo's telling me, so far with that SCL, but it's OBJ's otherwise, but if it's the same thing, me and this dude about to go circles. I hate when people...
So an AI file is an Adobe Illustrator file.
Okay, that don't sound like a 3D print. 3D...
No, it doesn't. Adobe Illustrator is like used for professional pamphlets and shit like that. So I am trying right now to find...
I have a real sneaky feeling he might have took some of his own money, paid someone to draw that image, and now is about to slide that image onto a cube and say done. Boy, I'm
telling you, dude, it's like literally I keep getting cubes with embossed image. I mean, maybe he has a converter that I don't know about, but I'm telling you right now, I've got a converter that'll convert just like 3D file format into any 3D file format you want. Because I make custom stuff sometimes, and it is not coming out right.
I am dissatisfied with the quality. I think that's a good word for it, right?
Yeah.
I'm dissatisfied with quality. Request revision. Go to resolution center. I think about that word is probably because he was making me mad from the start.
Because, like, here's an example. You know Blender, because you've been in the 3D print world long enough to know that Blender is one of those programs when it comes to 3D modeling, creating modeling, whatever you're wanting to do with a 3D model, you can just about do it in Blender.
Yeah.
And Blender can't even open this shit.
It's kind of confusing, because why would you use Adobe Illustrator?
I don't know. It's like he was taking your image that you sent him and was just making a damn image to emboss on a cube.
I think because the image wasn't mine. I'll tell you right now, the image wasn't mine. I think he probably either A, drew that, and again, just slapped it on a cube, or B, had someone else make it for him, and then was going to slap that on an image, and then run with it. It's just, he was looking for the shortcut, because this guy was giving me trouble from the day one. The moment he asked for more money, and I went, hey, just let you know, I have 9 other people behind you, just waiting for opportunity. And
Yeah.
I was already like, let's put this black blood behind us. Because he said, never mind, I'll take it. I went, good. You're going to take it because A, you accepted a job at first hand, and B, $30 should be more than enough for a 2.5 inch model. But normally I could buy a chibbly little keychain for $15.
Yeah.
I'm paying you twice the amount just to make the 3D model. That's it.
Yeah.
You're not printing it. You're not saying to print to me. It's gonna be mine anyways because I own the rights to the OC because it's my original character, and you're making technically the Fiverr takes out a 20%, which would be $6. So he would he lost because they take also $3. So he lost only $3, and his total sales he got 27 out of it. But that's just the deal you took the moment you accepted my offer of $30. You should have went, well, can you do 35 and see if I would have took your offer. If I didn't take your offer, move along. But he was looking at quick cash, and that's the problem with Fiverr. A lot of people want to take that quick, easy cash and then run with it. And
yeah, it's. I mean, it's like the custom model that I did for this damn this light that I'm printing right now. That giant ass light. You see it running. When I originally found the original blank for that, it didn't have a hollow. It didn't have a base. It didn't have a damn spire for lights. It didn't have holes in case you wanted to screw it down. It didn't have any of that shit. I customized all that. If that had been me, I'd have been pissed.
You send it over to me. I want to see it. I want to feel the reason why I'm angry right now.
Okay, hold on.
On top of that, I'm gonna let everybody else see this cubicle of disaster.
All right, hold on.
So I already have a resolution screen put up over here I'm gonna resolve it while we're on stream with everybody else. Because I told the dude, I even told him, if your work is well and I like it, I'll probably be asking you to do another job directly behind it of a full-scale version of my character. Try a different form. That was like some codes.
No, that was literally the STL. That's why it's coming out like it is.
Okay, so do I just download it like that?
You can try. I mean, it literally, that is a STL.
Okay, I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. It is a cube, and yep, sure enough, there's the...
is an embossed image on it. It ain't even... You can see parts of her. That's it. Like where it's hollowed out for facial features.
Yeah.
But you can't see shit else. That is converting from his Adobe Illustrator straight to STL.
I can't even see the image on mine. Let me try to...
I can barely see it.
I can't. Like, literally, like, I see holes that go literally all the way through it, but that's...
Yeah, but the holes, if you hold it at an angle and you look at holes, you'll notice his face.
There it is.
Shit.
What the hell is this?
That's her face. There's her boob. Like, what the hell happened?
He did, like, multiple different, like, sizes, too? What is this?
I'm trying to tell you, brother, it's not good. That's what it is. Not good.
Oh my god. This seller is not qualified to do this request.
Like, I was excited when you told me what it was going to be, because I was like, dang, get me a chibi bed out of this, you know? Now, I get a block with some holes that were supposed to be her face.
A block with some holes. That is her face. Just end it. Don't try to... What's the word? Convince?
The only way he could convince me is if he could send you an STL or OJ that actually opened. Like, he would have to send it in the format you requested it in, and it opened up, and you see the object. That's it. Barring that, I'd say tell him to go to hell on. How do you like the new camera angle, by the way?
That's not bad. It's not like, do you have it lower?
Yeah.
Okay, because you and Stealthy both like doing it, but Stealthy's like, she gets like really close, so you can see the full extent of her neck, which isn't bad, but it's also like really hard to get eye contact with you sometimes. Cause look like you're looking off at a distance, right? Which is not bad if you're trying to, try to convey that. If you try to look up, also expiring off to the distance, like a JFK, I have a dream kind of thing going on. But then again, it's a podcast, so most people probably won't be looking at the dang screen. Let's balance here.
Yeah, I put it down below because it seemed like to me it brought the background up a little bit where you could see the stuff on the shelf a little better, and you can see me better. I could also pick it up and put it back up top if we needed to do that, but everything's going to change in about 10 days. About 6 days anyway. I'm going to have a better camera that has the ability to do the software to set the digital zoom and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to matter.
Like, I wasn't like, he asked for an extended period for the time, and I'm like, okay, I could do that when the day's up, because I'm like, hey, if you need more than 3 days, because he said 3 days, I'm like, now I'm saying why he said 3 days, because holy cannoli, that was, just don't see that being possible, that with work he was, these things to do it 3 days. I'm like, okay, if you need more than 3 days, let me know, I'm okay with extending it if need be. He's like, then he told me a message, oh, I need more than 3 days. Okay, just keep on doing what you're doing. And I'll extend it once the job is needed to be done. I'll say extension. But seeing that does not give me confidence, even if he doesn't still needs that extension to do the job, because you literally just sent me some embroidered images, rather than let me see let me see the head, let me see the body, let me see the torso, at least let me see some kind of progress in the you might say the skeleton of it, and then you start working on the actual form of it, because I'm like, okay, this is just a design. I have a feeling he probably he paid someone to do the artwork, and then would take the artwork just the artwork is super cute. It's great looking. I would have paid what? I'd pay $20 probably for that piece of artwork. It's very cute. But I just don't know that's his artwork. And even then, doing that just feels dirty. So anyways, so I did get to finally watch the Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And I got to the episode where you were. I don't know how to feel about the last episode. I know you were hyped for it, being that it is such a what's the word for it? A iconic and a super iconic name.
Right. I know something you don't know about Jack.
Well, my wife knows more than I do. Let me just say, I don't know about Jack.
No, I mean about Jack in this particular show. I know something you don't know.
Okay, so stop, Leo. I didn't see. I don't have the stream chat pulled up all the time. So yeah,
I'll give you this. You know that every one of the human fighters, the Valkyrie, basically becomes a weapon for him, right?
Yeah.
Imagine your weapon being something that anything you touched then became a weapon capable of killing a god.
Huh. That would be very interesting, and
if you fall down and your hand touches a brick, if you hit him with that brick, you could kill him with it, and he's a god.
That's gonna be interesting. I guess Jack the Ripper killed whoever was around with everything around him.
Well, Jack mostly used a set of surgical tools. But the Valkyries formed themselves based on personality, and he uses hands a lot.
Yeah.
Which means they would form themselves around his ability to use his hands skillfully. So I know that the gloves that he's wearing are very special.
Gotcha. Okay. I was kind of rooting for Adam. I'm like, I seriously didn't think they would pull in that guy.
Adam was whooping ass, son.
I'm like, they pulled that out. I'm like, whoa, wait. God is in this thing? And then they did the backstory, what happened to Adam and Eve with the serpent, and I'm like, okay, not technically right, close.
No, but they had to warp it a little bit to fit the universe.
And
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and then they pull from a lot of mythologies of religions when it comes to their gods, but then pull out Adam, and I'm like, okay, if there's an Adam and Eve, there's a God, and there's also Satan, and there's
Okay, I want you to take the original AI file.
yeah,
Right? I'm gonna send you a link. I want you to go to this website.
yeah,
You can to see exactly what he sent you.
okay. Is it just as bad?
It's kind of funny because it's not even a 3D file. But go to the website. Let me know when you're there.
Okay, I'm there.
All right. You see where it says green button says select file, right?
Yeah.
Browse to your AI file and select it and give it a minute to render the image.
Okay. I think I do that while we're having a little chit chat while I'm trying to figure out where the heck I put it. I'm pretty sure I put it in downloads. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, dude, I'm begging. I wish this next season would hit right now. Like I would watch the hell out of it. I enjoyed the shit, especially after the Adam fight. Adam was tuning Zeus's ass up, son. I mean, the only reason he died is literally because he overloaded.
Yeah, and then the fact that, like the blood got in his eye, my brain went, how did he get the blood in his eye? I get from Zeus, and then why did you blink? But then again, he gets his. Okay, the kind of confusing though I would say is once he sees the ability, he's able to copy the ability, right?
Right.
So couldn't he just once he saw the ability once, turned it off, and then kept on going?
No, because it's his ability is innate to him. He can't turn it on and off. It is literally running all the time.
Uh-huh.
Now, whether he uses the ability that he sees is up to him or not, but he was in a fight. So he was using every ability that he was throwing at him. He's like, oh, he's fixing to do this because I can tell. I'm going to do it and bust his shit.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the sheer speed at which they had gotten to, he basically overloaded. He was seeing too many moves, too many things, and even though he was physically keeping up, his brain itself overloaded. That's what killed him. Not like a computer. You run enough shit on the computer all at once, you'll kill it. It'll die.
I was rooting for him. I really was hoping he would actually be the first winner. And he needed to be after all the work he did. And I have a feeling this is going to be instead of a good feeling of humans overcoming, it's going to be just one of those things where it's just hey, the gods feel pity for you because they see y'all's work now. Because, all these very wonderful warriors that put all their heart and soul into it and yet still lost, but yet they give it their all. I'm like, okay, find that nowadays. Find that warrior nowadays that could do some of the stuff that some of those warriors could do back then. Lu Bu, I'm sorry. I know Lu Bu's history. I know some of his wives' tales because of the stories passed down by the warriors that fought him. But Lu Bu was no slouch.
Hell no.
And then you got who was afterwards? The other one was Adam, right? And then of course Adam was already known as a fighter. That kind of was a little bit of off left field to me. Just because.
But the thing was because he really wasn't a fighter per se the way everybody else was. He just had the ability to copy the moves.
Yeah, and then the third guy, I know of him. I know some of his stories and where he came about, but the dude always lost. Always lost. And then
he didn't care though.
Yeah, but then they've been oh yeah, he went to heaven and then became this all guru of masteries.
He was getting better in his entire life. That was the whole point. He lost to a person and he went back and he studied what he lost to the point that he knew he could beat him.
Yeah.
And then he moved on to the next person.
Yeah, but then fought him in his mind when he was dead in heaven.
Yeah, over and over again to become the ultimate. Yeah, number one under the sun.
Yeah, that seems like a what if factor rather than what he was prime when he was alive.
But I'm telling you, I loved watching Poseidon get his ass whooped.
Yeah, that was great. He needed his ass kicked. You need his ass kicked, and rightly so. Welcome here, Stealthy. He deserved it by his personality. Of course, being that Poseidon was Zeus's brother, I'm sorry I missed the long, blondish, graying beard of a Poseidon that I'm used to in the Greek mythology. Not this dreamboat of a young man.
I felt the same way. I did. But after seeing his attitude, I wouldn't give a shit what he looked like. I just wanted to get his ass whooped.
Yeah, I feel like that story was like the whole thing is it's an anime, right? They could take it they want. Of course, they made Thor look different because I'm sure they didn't want to get sued to oblivion by Disney. Speaking of sued by Disney, this is why I'm bringing this up. Apparently, Disney is trying to sue people for the depiction of Loki, but not Loki as in the Disney movie. It's any Loki. If you have the words Loki on your shirt or a depiction of the Norse god of some of the original drawings of Loki or some variation of Loki, they're suing.
They can't do that. They don't own the patent to history. They own the patent to that particular logo and that particular character.
Yeah, that's what everybody's like comparing to Disney. Like, you don't own the right to a literary religion of Norse god.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It's like me trying to say, oh, I make a movie about Jesus Christ, and then all religion now has to pay me tributes for the image of a religious thing of Jesus Christ.
Did you get your file up?
It's still going, but Lisa was still going. Yeah, I got it up. Yeah, I'm sure for those who don't see it, I'm gonna pull up here. So this is what he sent me. Some 3D there's some images, and this was cut into a cube. So this is what he sent me. I don't like. I have feelings that come to me like, no, those are just images. Then why were there images put inside of a block, or to cut them out? I wanted to. I said figure about that. But don't know what happened.
Yeah, no, it might be the weather because it is kind of raining here. I don't know what's going on anywhere else, but
there we go.
Anyway, yeah, it's crazy, dude. It is crazy that he was comfortable with sending you that.
Okay, so let me read out what I was saying here, and then we get back to the Thor thing. Don't make me forget about it. Okay. Looking for someone that could do a Ghibli style keychain model of a for 3D printing. This is my OC Grumphead shown down below. Everything you need to be cute and charming with a simple design for a 3D print. The model, notice the word model here, is of OC. So once the model is done and approved, all rights to the model belongs to me because it does. It's mine. I shouldn't have to request somebody for the copyrights of the model that is for my character. So therefore, I hold all rights to it. I make sure I specify that just for anybody out there ever goes and tries to go, oh, I made that model of my OC that I request you buy from you. So all rights belong to me. Let's see.
Right.
If that's okay, we can talk. Price can vary slightly. I'm willing to go like $5 or $10 up if I need be. If I feel your skills are enough. A small model, no bigger than 2.5 inches, that's well designed with a well-placed key hook for the keychain. Model. I didn't say image. Yeah. Not an image. Of course, I see all the people up here. I got to decline this one person because they want. Oh God, you are level 2. You want $250? I'm sorry, no. Anyways, I kept all the people up here because I had a feeling this guy. The moment we started talking and he asked, he's like, "Oh, I need more." I knew I'm like I shouldn't cancel the order because as soon as I do, this dude is gonna just try to lube up and try to get in there. But anyway, so I realized the reason why they changed up the lore in the show for Thor is because they didn't want to get sued by Disney. Because also red hair and a hammer that was a weird like skin thing, and then like it wakes up and Thor has these gauntlets that protect him, but if they're actually not protecting him, they're protecting the hammer, and the hammer like it wakes up and then it's a live creature. It's so confusing.
It was cool though. I like the changes. I like some of the changes. I love the original mythology. Don't get me wrong, but I like the fact that in anime you can make tweaks like that and it flows.
Yeah, it just checks in. But that's the whole thing. Like, it all really weirds me out, though, when Odin is this weird, skinny, like little tiny hair, crack job, nut job of a god, and he comes out on the stage and blows up like a balloon with the abilities like Master Roshi from Dragon Ball. Just boom, 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 boom. Yeah, oh yeah, and then he Zeus, sorry, and then he like squeezes his body like he's trying to make some standard candy. It's weird. Like none of this stuff really like hit the nail in the coffin. I'm not a big lore person when it comes to mythologies, especially of the Greek gods. But like all that was just it was all over the place.
It was cool though. I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked the fact that it was different. I mean, I like the fact that yes, they had the general purpose of each one of them, but they weren't scared to do something a little different.
Yeah, but Lubu was almost on the point. Like the character was hit the nail in the coffin. Like they didn't do him any like fancy things. They just put the word Lubu in, gave him his little 2 hair tassels, gave him his spear, though I don't know if historically that's the right type of spear, and gave him the nut job crazy and then the horse. That was Lubu to me. Like that really felt like Lubu, and I'm glad they kept that truest for the most part.
Yep. It was good. Like I said, I enjoyed the anime immensely. I can't wait for the second season. I want to see how things play out in the next fight. I literally think it's going to be one of those scenarios. This is just me. I think humans will end up winning it, but they're going to make it one of those things where, like, we win 1, we lose like 2. We win 1, we lose like 3. And we get to where they only need 1 more, and then we come back and just whoop ass until we get the 7 we need.
Yeah, and also it is a little what's the word for here? It gives you that expansion of like there's no way of winning, right? There's just no way of winning. You always feel like that constant dread, but they also drag out the fights like no other. Holy shit. Every episode felt like a drag. Like there was a lot of this going on, backstory and some back information, and then a little bit of fighting and some inner monologue. No matter probably inner monologue, but they dragged out every fight was 2 or 3 episodes.
I enjoy the story though.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm not saying don't take this as a I don't enjoy it at all. I just really hope they condense it a little bit more about fighting. And then maybe have, like, you know, some kind of information that's a little bit quicker. Like, we already know about Jack the Ripper. I already knew about Lubu. I already knew about the guy that always was losing.
Yeah, they can't take that out, though, because not everybody's like me and you. Not everybody knows about Lubu or Jack the Ripper. Or, you know, they have to leave it in there or else people will be completely lost.
Well, only reason people know about, like, Zeus is because of Marvel. Let's see.
Nah, I know a lot of people that know about Zeus. I mean, it's taught in school.
Sorry, Zeus. I was talking about Thor. I guess Zeus and Thor mixed up. Yeah, everybody knows about Thor because of Marvel movies, and Zeus is because, well, I was taught about him in school. He did come up every now and then, of course, some games and some other things like that. Games have actually taught me a lot of things about history. Oddly enough, I've learned a lot of things about history just by playing some games with some mythologies. Like I even know about some Indian gods. A guy with the 4 arms.
Shiva.
Yeah, no. Is it Shiva?
Yeah.
I thought Shiva was a female.
Let me double check. Shiva is a female historically, but I think Shiva is a male in the anime.
I thought maybe he was the guy, the god of wrath from Indian mythology, because he, you know, that one game, he becomes a god at the end of all that, after beating the shit out of a bunch of other gods. I'm forgetting the name here. Zeus was accurate as he was a gyromatic.
Shiva is the purple dude with 4 arms.
Okay, so they made Chi. Okay. Well, Pound Poonhog? Hound? I can't read that word there, Lord Pistol, sorry. I don't know.
Holy shit! I just seen who Shiva's got to fight.
Oh, people's already had mangas out. I'm assuming showing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in chat because I don't want to blow it up for anybody else. But you will appreciate this.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the second season. Wait.
Yeah, because that wasn't just in that game. He was an actual historical figure.
So he was a human first?
Yeah, I mean, that's where they stole it from for the game.
So he's a human first, then becomes a god, but then he fights for the humans, I'm assuming.
Well, in the game, he was never a human. He was born a god.
Yeah.
They used his name to give credence to that character.
Oh, okay. Well, now I gotta look up some information because I really don't know anything. But other than the game, I don't very much know anything about him. And of course, see some of the movies and so on. It's kind of like Guan Yu, the god of war. Like Guan Yu was the Japanese god, a Chinese god. Sorry, Chinese god. He was a general back in the 12th or 13th century. He was a general for the I think he was general for Liu Bei, and he was seen as a god of war on the battlefield. And when he died, became a god, according to the mythology. So that's why they were like saying at one time when Liu Bei was out there fighting, like, why didn't I decide that Liu the one became a god out there fighting? It's like, no. Liu Bei's a good choice. I'm like, yes, but Liu Bei isn't a god or a human that became god. They should have put the god of war out there. I think he'd done better. Of course, the way he made him look like he was a transformer, that was weird. I'm like, a transformer? Guan Yu? That's kind of weird.
I just sent you a link. But anyway, that's where the basis of the name was stolen from history, was from that.
Oh, so he was not.
Yeah.
Well, at least now I know where his name from Lord of Thunder.
Yep.
Thunderclap.
Thunder stomp.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
We're not gonna spoil anything for anybody who's not watched the show, but yeah, that is actually really interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, well, I gotta read up on a few things. I thought, like, literally, I never looked into him because I've always thought it was just a game character plot for the video game.
No.
I'm like,
well, yeah, but no, I mean, and that's who he faces off against. So that ought to be interesting as hell.
I do notice they really do focus on. It seems like they focus on Greek mythology, Norse mythology, and Chinese and Japanese mythology. That's it so far. Well, of course, and then you got the side bender was Adam. Like, if there's Adam, there should be Jesus.
Now you have not mythology so much as you're bringing in the European side of things, European historical with Jack.
Yeah. But Jack was, I'm hoping they pull in some other mythology that maybe, like, throw me for a loop. Throw out a god I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
Just throw out one I don't know about, and then I will be going and looking up. Because I think that'd be like, okay, now's a good point for one thing to bring up the whole, hey, let me tell you about this god, because you may not know about him. Or B, let me actually go check him out, because, you know, I don't believe in any of these gods, but I'm still curious. But I am more curious now to see how this human will fight when you're telling me about when he fights him. And because the whole manga's out there. I don't want to read the manga, but I always know this. The mangas are always so much better.
Yep.
That's my problem. I know it's gonna be better too. It's one of those things where I'm sure you felt this before with reading your books. You read into a book, your mind fills in so much blanks and sees things that's not really illustrated on the book, and your mind is your own movie theater.
Yes.
Like, it's showing it.
That's one of the reasons why I was so excited when this game that I talked about on the last podcast came out, because it falls between those two books, and there's so many things that I could see happening between the two.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting to see what I imagine versus what they imagine.
Yeah. And of course, you hear their voice, you see their picture of them in your mind's eye. Like Stealthy was with that one redheaded character. You see it in real life. He's like, that's not what I saw up here. That's not what I pulled from my brain.
Right.
That's why, like, when it comes to drawing stuff, like, you can draw. Anybody can draw. So how much patience you got, and how well you can pull from your mind to put down what you're seeing. And the problem is, when you see your mind, is always much more beautiful than what you put down until you take enough time to it, until you get used to it, and I see a problem with that. But yeah, I of course when they saw Thor, I'm like, well, that's from their minds. They pulled that from their head, and Shiva. I guess they had to make Shiva a man because it does seem like it's a very manly man show.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
it's man, and then we have the god of love. What's her name?
You talking about Aphrodite?
Yeah, Aphrodite. You know, those guys just human fun bag holders, and just like 2 hands behind the hand, like a little crown. And like she's the only really like, you know, she's great. I love her. Her characteristics just make me laugh. But
Yeah, I cracked the hell up when Adam showed up because everybody's like, this puny little thing, and she goes, I don't know. He's kind of cute to me, or something like that, and everybody's like, "What?
and,
Look at all of our manly gods around you, and that is cute."
yeah, but then you see Eve, and you go, okay,
Yeah,
I know why he fights. And
you know why he's so thin?
Yeah,
I'm turning that shit off.
I'm sure some people out there are like, they would be heavily triggered if they saw this anime. Oh, brings me to heavily triggered on anime on Netflix. Apparently there is shows on Netflix that is blocked off to certain viewers because it may incite them or anger them.
Wow.
There was an article that just came out, like, actually it was just today when I woke up around 2. I saw it on my feed. Netflix is blocking anime because it might be triggering to certain viewers.
That's crazy.
And I wonder how many of Ragnarok has been blocked off to some certain people out there that may like feel like this show is a little bit too masculine. Don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. If I were those people, I'd probably be like, yeah, this show's not right. Where's the women's representation? I don't know. Ask them. They're Japanese. I don't know.
Every time you see a weapon, it's a women's representation. They're fucking Valkyries.
Yeah, like they're just not shown in physical form. They're used as a weapon. Their vagina is used as a weapon. Yeah.
I'm gonna stab you with my wife.
Yeah, and of course the crazy Valkyrie, she was great. I'm glad she didn't die. But the other Valkyries, I have like no sympathy for them because like there was no backstory, so I don't feel like they're dead. Oh, that's so emotional.
I was gonna be pissed if my bipolar chick died.
Yeah, but then
that shit would have made me angry.
But then the bipolar chick came in, and I'm like, oh yeah, she instantly won me. She just won me right out the bat. She went from getting cuddly to I will strangle you. It's like, I like you.
Hold me.
You're fun.
Hold me, please. Tighter. Anyway.
So I'm hoping she sticks around. Of course, his fight's done, right? Like, I imagine one fight and then they're done, right? Like, they don't have...
Yeah. He shouldn't have to refight. He should be done.
I hope so, because that would be like a complete, like, oh my god, now we're back this guy again, and hopes and dreams he's able to defeat another god. When they saw his moves, I do feel like if Adam would have fought Shira, he would have won. Shiva, yeah, he would have won.
He'd have tore Shiva's ass out the frame.
Like, and then Zeus is like, no, I'm fighting this one. I'm like, that's not fair. Like, seriously, like, what? I know she kind of rigged the rules by giving them literally god weapons, but
that's not why he did it. He did it because it was the first man, and he was supposed to be the god.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the head honcho. So he wanted first man to go against top god.
I swear, they pull in, which I doubt it, but they ever did pull in Jesus, I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. They pull in Jesus.
How you combat something that resurrects itself?
Yeah, like it's just, and of course, like how you gonna make Jesus fight? Like Jesus was known as a man. He was known as a human. That was yeah, and he was God's son. So like, how you gonna make him fight?
Well, the thing that I found the great equalizer in Ragnarok is the fact that it's taking place in the Colosseum of Ragnarok, which means whether it be God or man, once you die, your soul is gone. There is no reconstitution. God can't say, "Oh, we're going to let this man, you know,
Live.
We're gonna let him. What do you call it? Reincarnate. No, that ain't happening. And if the guy dies, you ain't coming back either. Your shit's broken up and floats away into Never Never Land.
I wonder if they're pulling from like, are they pulling from like time too? Or are they just pulling from like just a certain being that was already dead in heaven?
No, that she went through time to get these champions.
Okay, so would that mess up time?
That's another thing that they weren't expecting. See, she did some shit all through some loopholes, like the weapons. Nobody said she couldn't give them weapons.
Yeah.
The whole grabbing certain people, they expected her to go to the current age and find the greatest fighters on the planet. No, she went through all time in history looking for the meanest bastards she could find, or most capable ones, and she's like, oh, we're going to take you. I mean, come on. Who the hell would have thought she went and got Jack the Ripper?
Then again, I don't see them voting by from my history line. Who are they going to pull somebody from the UFC? Like, you're going to pull that Scottish rich dude, whatever his name is, little redhead dude,
Yeah.
to fight, you're going to pull him? Well, I just don't see it happen. Who are they going to pull? You know, Muhammad Ali? Maybe? Who's the other guy that just got, like, just retired and just fought the other YouTuber?
To pull Bruce out on that one.
You're Bruce Lee? I'm like, you know, like, but... like, that's only names I can think of, like, from history, but they never fought a war. Again, Adam never fought a war either. But I'm still, like, I just don't see our generation for the last 50 years pulling anybody that would be as well-known of name as some of them. But again, Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali might be a good choice, but their fighting styles are so niche. I don't know, Bruce Lee might be good. But again, they've already pulled a bunch of Japanese and Chinese names out of the box. I guess one more wouldn't hurt. I don't know. I have a feeling it might. I don't know. I'm so tempted to read the manga. I'm so tempted.
I don't know. I know that any anime that can spark this much conversation is worth watching to me.
Yeah. Now, I did watch another thing on Netflix, which was the Mongolian. It's not an anime, but it's like the Mongolians' history and how they came about to trying to winning all Japan. And then I'm starting to watch the new episode of, or newest thing of Romy Kitchen, the final on Netflix. So I'll watch that later on, because that's you know, anybody knows I love anime, but Romy Kitchen is definitely one of those things that I
watched a live action, I guess you would call it a trilogy of movies.
Yeah.
And it was originally done, the original language was in Dutch, but they dubbed it in English. And I want to tell you, dude, it was really good. I enjoyed it. It was kind of weird. The first movie, you have to watch it, and it kind of makes you feel like there's way more to the story. And at that time, I didn't know that there was two more.
Yeah.
And then after I finished it, it popped up and said, oh, well, there's these two. After I finished watching all three of them, I don't know what the main character in this movie did in her previous life that caused her to have to live the life that she lives in these three movies. But goddamn, dude, she needs a break. Somebody give her a break.
That's, a lot of shows want to pull off that that feeling that Game of Thrones did. Like just like all this bad luck befalls you, and all these like you try to do good, but bad luck keeps on following you, and you, like try to do some more good, or someone tries to escape, and evil just keeps on winning, and bad people keep on coming on top, and then you're rooting for the good guys to finally have that one W. Like a lot of them do that, and of course, there's a lot of other things in the show that just pulls that, to try to be like Game of Thrones. Very nice, interesting. When I watch it, pulled up. It's called Marco Polo. I know it sounds a little weird, but it's about the Mongol history. It's interesting. It's one of those things that I don't know if they follow to the exact one-to-one to historical things. Then again, I don't know the exact one-to-one to historical things, but it seems interesting. Go to give it a check out. What's in the show that you watch? You remember it?
Hold on a minute. Let me. See if I can find it. Oh, okay. So give me just a second. I found one of them. It should give me all three titles when I look at it. The second one was called. No, that wasn't the second one. That was the third one. Hold on, I gotta find it. One of them was called Offering to the Storm. One of them was called The Invisible Guardian. The Invisible Guardian was the first one. And The Legacy of Bones was the second one. And Offering to the Storm was the third one.
Okay. All right. So if everyone's interested to check that out, go check it out. All these are on Netflix, right?
Yeah, these are on Netflix.
Okay, so
Yep.
if everybody wants to check it out, go right ahead. There we go.
So if you're gonna watch, The Invisible Guardian, then the Legacy of the Bones, and then the Offering to the Storm.
Oh, so without going into any spoilers, if anyone want to check it out, how's the game going? By the way.
Oh man, I'm enjoying it, but it's one of those things I found that I cannot play it during the week for reasons being that I won't go to bed and work will suck. So I have been putting off playing it during the week as much as possible. I'm almost through the first campaign part.
Yeah. And
yeah, it's like I said, you better be good with your camera controls. If you can manually control your camera and you can do it well, you should have no problem. Albeit, I wouldn't advise you trying to solo it on anything but the base difficulty.
Yeah.
Because there is a drastic jump in difficulty between base and the next level.
So, okay, do you earn weapons and gear in the game?
Yes.
So there is a progression scale on it. So you couldn't just go, well, I just want to play this on hard, very hard first time, first go, and let's get it. But then you're immediately knocked back because of you have no progression scale to match the difficulty.
It's designed around 4 characters, and of the 4 characters, only one of them is really built to be a solo type character.
Yeah, who's that?
And that would be Dritz,
the main character, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the other 3. You can solo with them, but it is going to take you a long time to get through a map. Mainly because either you're playing a character that you need to do damage from afar because up close an archer gets its ass kicked.
Yeah.
Or you're playing a character that's built to be a tank. In other words, it's built to take damage, not necessarily give it. Yes, you can kill things, but it takes you a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're playing basically a shock trooper. You run into a shitload of damage and get the hell out before you get smited.
Okay. Glass cannon.
You do a lot of damage, but you can't take a lot of damage, you know? When you're playing it, if you go from the base difficulty to the next level up, even on the character that you can basically solo with, it's very advantageous to have other people, or else you're going to catch hell.
See, this is like I know that the consoles have their limitations. This is one of those times that I wish you could like just go online and create like a PlayStation account, right? If you have to pay for something, and let me remote access with you and your PlayStation as long as you have internet connection yourself. So I can play with you.
I would love if you could play with me and Stealthy, because that would be easily insane, because I could have the 4th character playable by rollover in like a phone call. We could have a full party.
Yeah.
All 4 characters, and we probably could at that point do just about any difficulty we wanted to.
And I know what, like, the LAN games are still great. I still love LAN games. LAN games, where everybody doesn't understand that, is where you all at one place, all together, on the same couch, on the same whatever, in the same room, playing that one game. But with the advancement of the internet and technology, this is
not a LAN game, though.
What? You can only play with, like, other people that have a PlayStation.
Well, that's true, but it's not a LAN game. He could be at home and play with us.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to be in the same house.
Yeah, but I just think like it should allow it for people to play with you, even if I don't own the game. But if I would want to play a solo game by myself, I'll go buy the game.
Right. If I had known when I purchased it what I know now, I probably would have bought the Xbox version. Because you could have bought PC version and we could have still played together. Because it's Microsoft and Microsoft.
Like that's
whereas PlayStation can only do PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 consoles together.
And of course, that's how PlayStation bites themselves in the ass for doing that.
You know, well, the thing is it's not that we don't have the technology. It's just they don't want to do it because they have this fear that if a PlayStation player is playing with an Xbox player, and for some reason they see some great significance, some great better value in the way the person on Xbox is able to play it over PlayStation, then they're going to lose that person to Xbox. And vice versa does the same thing. They don't care if you go between PC and Xbox because Microsoft's still making their money.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't make it shit to them. But they don't want you to be playing with a PlayStation 4 person or a PlayStation 5 person, and PlayStation 5 person or 4 person saying, hey, yeah, you know how you're having a problem doing that combo? It's so much easier on this. I just do this and it works. And you're like, well, shit. They don't want that to happen. Yeah, that's why they won't do it. And
Nintendo, with every time they block it off, is mostly because like we gotta make sure it meets our expectation of quality and our expectation of gameplay. You know, we gotta make sure it's tight. And I respect Nintendo when they do that.
I'm very disappointed with myself by not doing a little more research, because that was the first damn thing that me and Stealthy said when we got the game and we were looking into the cross compatibility, because we knew naturally PlayStation could play with PlayStation. We didn't know about any of the other. And when I got the game, she started reading and she's like, well shit, if we'd have bought the Xbox versions, then Grumpy, we could, even if we wanted to, we could have bought you the PC version and we could all play.
Because it does bring a very much of a Vermintide feel to it. I did very much love. I still play it every now and then. Vermintide. It's just.
I love that game. I am excited when I play it. But like I said, it is very much one of those things because of my connection to the story, particularly. But if I start playing it, I'll get immersed and I won't go to bed, and then I'll be pissed with myself the next day at work because work sucks, and.
I'm sure they try to match a good balance between storyline and gameplay, because
Yeah, I mean, there's great story, great story, and the graphics. I mean, I can see the freaking rivets in the armor that they're wearing and shit.
Yeah,
and they talk. It's not one of those games where they're just running along and there's no sound except for when you're fighting. Like, as you transition from area to area, they have a smart-ass comment to say, and you'll crack the hell up your leg. That's a smart-ass comment,
Do you see the models, like, mouthing it, or the models, like, it's like...
If your camera's close enough to the character, yes.
Okay. That's to me, I know it's not important, but it's just a charming thing to see.
But, I mean, I cracked up so hard. I won't say what happened. I'll just say there was a cutscene that cracked me up so hard that I literally had to put the controller down and wipe tears from my eyes because it was freaking hilarious. I'm excited. I think Stealthy has went further than I have in it, and she was playing on my account at that time because she didn't have hers up. And she owned, as a solo on a Dritz, she owned, like, if I ran into an arena and they told me, you're going to fight Dritz the Warden and Stealth Elf Jade is controlling him, I'm like, fuck that, I give up. I'm done. Here, you can have it.
She has all the money. She has the practice and she has the time.
Dude, it is insane. It's like today when so I went to bed last night, she was streaming.
Yeah.
I come home at lunch, she was streaming.
Yeah, she's been streaming really late of lately. If everybody's not catching one of her live streams yet, she's been streaming late into the early mornings.
However, she's a little pissed off with a spot of Ori right now.
Did she get to the tree?
She got to the. That's the spot. The water is pissing her off.
Yeah,
it is pissing her off. She got to it before I ever got home for lunch, and she was still at it when I got home for lunch. She finally said, I'm going to end the stream here because I know these people have got to be getting tired of watching me do this same section over and over again. And she told them, I'm going to try to get past this off stream, and then we'll pick it back up. And I think she might have played an hour after I went back to work from lunch, and then she was like, fuck, Dad, it's paused over here on her PC now beside me. She went to bed. And she just got up and went and done she's doing her dashing thing. I imagine she'll be back on it later.
I died during that escape event so many times live on stream that I got my first ever donation by Zombie. I still remember the day. He's a great guy. He's from I think he's from Wales. And my first donation because he felt bad for me. That how many times I was screaming and yelling and angry at this one fucking tree, rising water of rapids. Bullshit.
Yeah. Well, her problem is now she has gotten all the way up to where the lanterns change shape. But she can't make it to the damn lantern to launch up. Like, she gets to that point every time and comes short. Like, she can autopilot almost that entire section up to that point.
Mm-hmm.
But just that jump it escapes her. And it's pissing her off.
I would imagine so. And, oh, that tree brings back such bad memories, but it was so good when you won. I was so hoarse by that stream. I was yelling, I was screaming, I was mad. And
I kept hearing on her stream, what the fuck? What the hell? You gotta be shitting me. I'm like, oh.
Even when you think the water's not coming from up, and I was like, nope, sides now, and then
yeah. It's like, what the hell?
I knew she would get. I told her like, "Yo, just wait. You're gonna get moist." She got sweaty palms. Anyways,
yep. I said her damn hand was cramping. She's like, Jesus.
Is she playing on a controller?
No.
Keyboard and mouse. Okay.
Keyboard and mouse.
Okay, like if you play on a controller, I didn't play with a controller, so I don't know how hard it would be controlling Ori with that. But keyboard and mouse is hard.
She said this pinky right here, that bitch would go
cramp.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's our hour right there. Man, we spent so much time talking about Ori and stuff like that. And then we get to talk about the Gorilla Glue girl. Apparently, real quick, for everybody out there that does not know, we'll wrap this up here. Apparently, she's starting her own hairline now. Apparently, somebody gave her a deal because of a hairline. I'm sorry if you told me that someone's sponsoring a hairline with somebody that took Gorilla Glue and put it in their hair. I don't trust them.
No,
I don't trust them.
Doing it.
So why would you make them your spokesperson, whatever? I'm the one that glued down my hair and had thousands of dollars to remove my hairs off my scalp because I put Gorilla Glue in it. Buy this product.
This product helped me lose all my hair.
This product will hold my hair definitely better than Gorilla Glue. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it.
No shit.
I'm pretty sure Gorilla Glue can hold it down really well. Just won't be good getting it out.
No.
Or anything else.
Yeah.
Heck, I don't know if she's still suing Gorilla Glue. Honestly, I think she has no water to float on with that. Just personally, once you make your head a living helmet for the special, you are done. You lost any court battle and any judge. But anyways, we're gonna call it there. Thank you for all coming tonight. I will be streaming later on. Corvo, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it always. Sorry for everybody, I was a little late. Again, I woke up late because my alarm and my wife didn't bother to wake me up at all. So, as always, you have a good day, good night, and have a good life. Much love, y'all, and